This is Mookie Betts from the Dodgers, and you're listening to Jim on Base.
Welcome back to another episode of the Jim on Base Show. We're here in San Francisco with the great Mookie Betts. And Mookie, it's good to see you. It's always nice to see a fellow bowler. So have you bowled lately?
Yeah, I did right before this road trip. And then I have, tomorrow I have a league, and I'll be bowling all week before the playoffs.
Awesome, little Monday night league action then, huh?
Monday night league with the wife and a couple friends.
So I am curious, your mom got you started into bowling, right? So is she better than you still, or how does that go?
No, hell no. She's a good bowler though, especially to be a woman in her age. She is a really good bowler, and my dad bowled too. So it's really both sides of the family. Sometimes it's my mom's family versus my dad's family, especially as I was growing up. And so, but yeah, definitely bowling runs in my blood for sure.
Well, I am curious. My grandpa has about 30-something 300 games. It didn't transfer over to me, but how many do you have?
I don't know. I'd say probably 30, 40, somewhere in there. Yeah. So it's always good though, man. I mean, it's hard to bowl at 300, and anytime you get the opportunity, you're probably gonna be some type of nervous.
Yeah. Well, did you grow up watching bowling on Sundays? Because I remember tuning in with my dad and watching guys like my favorite guys were Parker Bowen, Walter Wade Williams Jr.
Yeah, I did. Every Sunday it was on, but I was watching like Tommy, Bill O'Neill, that crew, Chris Barnes. So that's kind of towards Barnes. He was still rolling in. I mean, all those guys. Parker was still going. Walter, all those guys are still going. But my main guy I was watching was probably Tommy.
And are you a Pete Weber fan? I had him on the show. He was quite the character. So
yeah, oh yeah. Like I said, I'm friends with all those guys, man. I bowl with them every off season. We go play golf together. Like they always come to games. Like we're genuine friends. I'm genuine friends with those guys.
And speaking of being friends with guys, I was curious. Another big athlete bowler that everyone knows about is Chris Paul. So it sounds like you bowled against him too, and you know him.
Yeah, but he's a bowler, but he's not like a bowler like I am. Like he's more of a good recreational bowler, and like I compete in like tour events and those type of things, and so it's just a different level.
Do you know, I just had him on a couple weeks ago, former MLB All-Star John Burkett. He's on the tour, as you know.
Yeah, he's on the senior tour. I was with him last offseason in Vegas. That was actually the first time I had met him. I had known he played with the Red Sox too, so a lot of people told me about him. I never got to meet him, but I got to meet him last offseason at a regional in Vegas, and he's super cool. So I'll see him a lot this offseason as well.
Well, one thing I like about you, too, is you bowl, I say, the right way. You don't do the two-handed spin thing, just the traditional, so I like that.
Yeah, the two-handed, man, it's hard to keep up with. I wish if I was younger and I had to do it all over again, I would definitely start two-handed because there is an advantage to it. But
pin action, right?
Yeah, pin action. Bowling's a power game. The faster you can spin it, the more revs you can, and the harder you can throw it, the more pin action. So it's harder. Two hands is always better than one.
You mentioned bowling league, and you got playoffs coming up. You have the stresses of the season, so it sounds like that's kind of a good escape to maybe get your mind off things.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I even go on game days. Like I go bowling practice in the morning, and then head to the park. And it really is a good getaway. It used to be basketball, but I can't keep doing that. Too many miles on my body and unnecessary risk of injury and all those type of things. And so. Yeah, bowling has been something I turned to, and now I do it all the time.
Well, do you still indulge a little bit on league night, have a couple beers, or?
During the off season, yeah, during the off season, but I can't really bowl. I guess when we have the off days, I'll get to bowl in the league on Mondays, but for the most part, I'm not able to. So this Monday will be my first one. I may have a beer or two because I don't have a game all week, so we'll see.
Well, hope you get a lot of games in this week, and good luck in the playoffs. And it's nice to meet you. Thanks for giving me some time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.